Happy 2019, Warshippers. SeaRaptor here. It's time for another Scuttlebutt. We took a week off, of course, for the holidays, but we're back now, so let's chat for a bit. Hope everybody had a great holiday. I did manage to wrap up all of my various giveaways across all of my various media channels. Hopefully you won something. If you didn't, well, sorry. If you did, hey, congrats. I hope you are enjoying your loot. Couple prizes I'm still trying to get awarded. I haven't heard back from the actual winner of my Twitter contest. Still working on that one. And I've still got to get the prize delivered to the winner of my YouTube contest because they're in Asia. And the code that I had did not work on Asia, so I'm trying to figure out how to buy something for someone on the Asia server. We'll probably get to that this week. But the bottom line is, contests are over. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be doing some more of those giveaways. I've got some more loot to get rid of still. Of course, St. Pete was not idle while most of the Western world took the week off for Christmas. Russian holidays, Russian Christmas being a little later. So they dropped some stuff on us during the week of Christmas. They did finally announce that Alaska will be sold for 1 million free XP. That's news. That lets everybody know what they need to start saving. It's not radically shocking, I suppose, to hear this. There was some inclinations and some data mined stuff that did seem to indicate that this was going to be the price. But it is good to have the official confirmation so that everybody knows what they need to be working towards. There is a bit of power's not the word, price creep here, I suppose I should say, right? Previously, both Musashi and Missouri were sold for 750,000 free XP, Tier 9 battleships, and here we are selling a Tier 9 battle cruiser, I guess. Cruiser in the game, but more effectively a battle cruiser in reality, for another 250,000 higher. So definitely some inflation here. Whether or not you want to save up for Alaska is up to you. I would not put it past them to decide that they want to do something similar to what they did with Jean Bart and sell her in some other fashion, whether that's for cash or coal or steel, or I don't have any idea. We'll see, but 1 billion free XP will definitely get you in Alaska if you're interested. They've also announced a new Tier 7 premium Japanese destroyer, that is Yudachi. I am not familiar enough with all of the various anime workings to understand the significance of this ship, other than it has to do with all of the poi spam you seem to see anytime there's a Shiratsuyu in the game. So essentially we're getting a Tier 7 premium Shiratsuyu. Haven't seen exactly what's different about her quite yet, but we'll probably get a look at her in the 8.0 or 8.1 public test, and we'll do a first look and see what we can see. Last thing came out of the dev blog last week that made news. Fire duration changes, I should say, to Azuma and Alaska. Kind of an interesting thing here. Traditional battlecruisers in the game up to this point have had 45-second fire durations to kind of represent that line in between, battleship and cruiser. Cruiser duration being 30 seconds, battleship fire duration being 60 seconds. With Azuma and Alaska, though, they're opting with caution. They're going straight out of the gate. They're going to 60 seconds for these guys, treating them like battleships for purposes of fire. You can kind of go either way with this one. There's a lot of people up in arms about it, especially since the changes aren't currently retroactive to the likes of Stalingrad and Kronstadt and Graf Spee, who are the other ships in the game that currently share the 45-second fire duration. I think that's a mistake myself, personally. If anybody was to ask me, I would say let's just make everybody on the same playing field. But it would not shock me to see them eventually get around to making that change. We'll just have to see. This might be a test. I'm just not positive, but I don't think it's going to significantly hamper Alaska. Alaska's health pool is only about 60k. You're only talking about a little more fire damage. It's probably more of a nerf to Azuma, especially since as you start to realize when you look at Azuma's armor scheme, she's much more vulnerable to HE fire than she is to AP fire. I'm going to do some work on that this week. I've got some more Builders Trials videos coming out soon, hopefully over the weekend on Azuma, Leone, and Nustrashimi. So we'll talk about Azuma's armor scheme when we get into that. But the bottom line is Azuma is highly vulnerable to HE, and this fire change is going to hurt her far worse than Alaska, in my opinion. Of course, talking about 8.0, it is now available on public test server. If you want to get out there and try some of the upcoming CV changes, hey, now's your chance. Give them all the feedback you can. I am not going to have time to invest in this, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to rely on people who know far more about carrier play than I do. But the reality is that these changes are coming. There was a really, really long, almost an hour-long video that Sub Octavian did with the Waterline series, answering people's questions about the CV rework. I'm really encouraged to see them continuing to push the communication. We talked about that last time I did a Scuttlebutt. I said they had to continue to over-communicate what's going on and why. That video is honestly a great example of them doing that. The problem that I'm seeing, what's frustrating me, is that people are asking questions. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why are you doing this? And they're answering people, like you're getting an answer from the development team, and people are putting on their tinfoil hats and saying, oh, well, that can't be right. You're obviously making a change for this other reason. Guys, you know, look, cut them a break, okay? There's absolutely nothing to be gained by them lying to you, okay? If they drive players out of the game and no one pays for the game, they go out of business. Like, the game folds. So the idea that they're out to ruin their own game or something is just tinfoil insanity, like conspiracy theorist garbage, okay? Think for a minute, okay? So when they give you an answer, take the answer at face value. You're allowed to disagree, right? There's a lot of people that disagree with this change. That's fine. But please don't call them liars, right? They're giving you the answer. You asked a question, they're giving you an answer. You guys, I guess maybe there's a lot of people out there that haven't been gaming as long as I have. I've been in the PC gaming world 25 years. I've been gaming on tabletops for about as long in terms of card games and board games. This level of interaction, this level of communication with a game company, with the people that are making the design decisions about the game, is almost unheard of. Believe me, if I'd had this level of interaction back when I was playing Star Wars Galaxies 15 years ago, the game would not have been nearly the train wreck it was, because we would have known what was going on and why, as opposed to just SOE doing whatever the hell they wanted, and the rest of us just getting it up, getting it in the ass, basically, right? So just, guys, appreciate the fact that they're making the effort. Believe them. You don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm saying don't call them liars, because that's not encouraging, and it's not beneficial to anybody. Okay. More news about the next patch. Of course, we know that Ranked Season 11 is coming. Tier 9 Arms Race, 6v6, and also the Supply Line event is returning. Now, this is something that they ran in the fall that was really interesting. It was all done through a web interface, and it was a really neat event. The one weekend that my clan really got into it, I had a tremendous amount of fun playing this event. I'm really glad to see it returning. I'm even more glad to see it being run inside the game client itself. The web interface last time, in my opinion, was clunky, and the communication about how you signed up for each weekend, everything was not clear. Like, we missed a weekend. The first weekend, we had no idea what was going on. We didn't know how it worked. The second weekend, we had figured out how it worked, and we had a blast. The third weekend, we wanted to participate in it, and we didn't realize that you had to sign up for each weekend individually, and we missed the opportunity to play in the third weekend. So the fact that now it's going to be in the game client, we hopefully won't miss this next time, and we'll be able to do some more of that. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be it. Those are fun events, and they're a great way, regardless of your clan size, for you to farm up some oil for your clan and get together, and all of you team together to farm oil so you can expand your clan base and have fun with that. Rank Sprint, the first half of Rank Sprint in 7.12 has just ended, which means that the next wave of Rank Sprint should be starting, I believe, tonight or last night, probably tonight, Wednesday night, as I record this. So that should be coming. And I don't know about you guys. I love the Rank Sprint format. I highly encourage you guys to get out and try it if you have not already. It is a tremendous amount of fun, and I had a blast. Lastly, got some videos in the works. I already mentioned the Builders Trials coming on Lione, Azuma, and Nustrashimi. Those are the three that I'm prioritizing. Right now, I'm keeping Vidibus Unitas and what was the Yahagi kind of on the back burner. The general overall opinion of Yahagi is that it is not good. I have not actually played a game in it yet, so give me some more time on that one. But I have at least put games into Azuma and Nustrashimi. Azuma, I think, is going to be a very polarizing ship, but she's not bad. Nustrashimi, the verdict is still out on for me. I did not have a couple of good games in her, but a lot of people have been surprised at how decent she is. The vibe I'm getting from the CCs is that she might be okay. The last two videos I'm really working on, this should be coming out hopefully in the next 2 weeks, is performance reviews, like actual full-on reviews for the final ships for Alaska and Wichita. Those should be coming. Some of the other CCs have got theirs out already. I'm lagging because of the holidays, but that should be coming shortly. The game in the background here, guys, was just a quick and dirty Des Moines game that I played over the holidays. It did not end well for me, as you can see, but we did win, and I ended up top XP anyway, just because the benefits of doing the amount of damage I did in the time that I was in the game. I didn't realize it until later, but I really beat up on 3 guys in the same div by detonating the Shima, really hammering the Worcester and the Yamato, even though other people got the kills on the last 2 ships. I didn't realize I beat that div up quite so bad until I watched the replay. So, thanks again, guys. We will see you next week. Regular time, regular channel. Wargaming is off this week, so I'm not sure what we'll talk about, but we will find something. Until then, take care.